What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Today is Friday. That means Zer is back in the tower. He's hanging out down here by the Crucible Quartermaster. I want to talk about the Planet Destiny podcast a little bit. Obviously, if you haven't seen it yet, it is posted both on Twitch and on YouTube. It's a very good episode. Our new host is awesome. It's Miss 5000 Watts. We're very excited to have her on board as a permanent host. And definitely check that one out. So let's see what Zer's got this week. I think people are going to be really happy. The Twilight Garrison for the Titans. This is one of the most sought after pieces of armor right now. One of the best ones, in my opinion. The reason this is so good is tactical air support. Press R3, R3 while airborne to evade. This is so much fun to use. And it's good in PvP that it's really hard to use anything else once you get used to using it. You can use it to get in people's faces. You can use it to avoid enemy fire. It's fun. It's useful. It's a new way to play your Titan. I highly, highly recommend picking this up if you haven't gotten it already. It's very fun, very useful. I think it's one of the best pieces of armor in the game at this point because it absolutely changes the way you can play your Titan. Definitely pick this one up if you haven't already. You don't need me to tell you that, though, because you're probably already looking for this one. You're probably really excited to see it here. Increased discipline, increased strength, special ammo, heavy ammo, solar recovery, and solar armor. All right, next up for the hunters, we got the ATS-8 Arachnid. Now, this was a real snore fest in year one. However, it got a little adjustment for year two. Your golden gun zooms in for accuracy when aimed is returning. However, and can be kept ready for longer is new. This really ups the utility on the ATS-8 Arachnid. The golden gun is a roaming super. This lets you roam with it for longer, meaning that you're more likely to use all three shots for kills as opposed to leaving 2 or 1 shots in the chamber unused when your super runs out. I don't know if it's as good as the Acleophage Symbiote, but there's definitely an argument to be made that this is useful. I haven't used it yet. I'll be picking this up right now because I actually haven't earned this one yet. So I'll be picking this one up today. I'll have further reports about it later. But it's definitely more useful than it used to be. Secondary perks on this are increased strength, increased intellect, ashes to assets, heavy lifting, and infusion. Next up for the warlocks, we get another gem, the Ram. The special perk on this is strength of the Ram. Increased armor alone makes this thing very, very good in PvP. All Voidwalker melees trigger lifesteal on hit, which again just is going to keep you alive longer. It doesn't matter what class you run. In PvP, a lot of people are running Strength of the Ram just for the increased armor it gives you. However, if you're also running a Voidwalker, lifesteal on hit is very useful to get your health back. This is a very, very strong helmet. If you don't have this, definitely pick it up, but I assume that everybody knows about this one. Everybody's already using it. So if you are one of the people just hasn't been lucky enough to get the year 2 version, here it is. Definitely pick it up. We got increased intellect on it, increased strength, inverse shadow, heavy lifting, and infusion. Next up for our weapon, the HAWKMOON. Now in update 2.2, the HAWKMOON got a couple of buffs. It got an increased range stat, and it got increased ammo along with all the other hand cannons. In my eyes, this thing is very viable in both PvP and PvE. You're still going to run out of ammo occasionally in PvE, which is a bummer, but it does so much damage as long as you be mindful of the fact that you are going to run out of ammo occasionally. Maybe you have some primary ammo synths that you can pop every once in a while. Just be wary of it. It is very good. It does a ton of damage in PvE. In PvP, I find it's much better now with the increased range. Shots just land easier. Now, you got to fire slower than you used to have to. In year 1, in the summer of year 1, when hand cannons were just running rampant, you could pretty much fire hand cannons as fast as you could and just assume that your shots were going to hit because they were just so accurate, they're so easy to use. Now, you really have to make sure you're taking your time to aim and let the gun come down to rest. So when you fire, take the time to let the gun finish its firing animation, then re-aim your reticle, then fire again. If you hit consistent headshots, it's often a 2-shot headshot kill. Often. I think it's statistically like 33% of the time it can get a luck in the chamber bullet. And assuming you're not shooting somebody with maxed out armor, that can be a 2-shot kill. It's very, very frequently a 3-shot kill, and that's still a very fast kill with the HAWKMOON. This gun is very viable now. I highly recommend using it. If you've never picked this one up, it's definitely time to pick it up. In year 2, it really got nerfed into oblivion. It just wasn't that useful for that much content, but now with update 2.2, it's very useful again. The perks on this are luck in the chamber. Hammer Forge is what you're going to run here to get that extra range, and holding aces. 2 more random bullets in your magazine deal considerable bonus damage. So it's basically like having 3 luck in the chamber bullets. For the ballistics, there's a little bit of controversy right now on whether you should be running accurized ballistics or aggressive ballistics. Aggressive ballistics is going to let you get that 2-shot kill a little more frequently, but you can see what it does to your range and stability. I tend to run accurized ballistics because I want my shots to land as frequently as possible, and I'm okay with taking 3 shots every once in a while when maybe 2 would have done it, just so that more of my shots actually land, to get rid of that kind of ghost RNG bullet syndrome that hand cannons can have. So definitely pick up HAWKMOON. Try it out in Iron Banner this week. I bet you're going to like it. All right, next up, we've got the Legacy Engram. This week it's for heavy. So if you're looking for a year 1 heavy weapon, Dragon's Breath, Thunderlord, Galahorn, Truth, you can pick them up here. If you get it here for the year 1, then it will become available for you to purchase the year 2 version from the kiosk, but this is only the year 1 version, and it is very expensive at 31 strange coins. For curios, we've got Plasma Drive and Emerald Coil if you want to upgrade your Blue Rare Sparrow to Legendary status and change the color of its contrail. You can do that with these. We got Heavy Ammo Synthesis. We got 3 of coins, which I'll be purchasing a ton of to try to get the Zen Meteor, which I'm still in search of, and the Glass Needles. Don't overlook these Glass Needles, guys. It allows you to re-roll your exotic armor to really personalize it to your gameplay style, to your class loadout, all of that stuff. These are really good. Don't overlook these things. They are very, very important to kind of maximizing your stats. And finally, you can purchase some Motes of Light. So that's it, guys. It's actually a really good Xur week. I mean, there's not much to hate on. This is probably the worst item in the stack, but it's much better than it was in year 1, and arguably, it's a pretty good exotic for PvP if you find that you're often leaving 2 or 1 bullet in the chamber when you activate your golden gun. I love the Twilight Garrison. It's one of my favorite exotics. It's just, you know, I love it in PvE. I love it in PvP because it's just fun to use it, because it gives your Titan extra mobility. And if you getting used to Titan boosting or kind of sliding around with increased control on your Titan, this just makes you so fast, just so fast to get around the map, and it's very easy to evade snipers, very easy to evade incoming fire, to get in close, to get back out of trouble. It's a very fun one, and the Ram needs no introduction. I mean, this thing is a badass helmet for the Warlocks. If you're running a Sunbreaker, or I'm sorry, whatever your class you're running, it doesn't really matter. This thing is going to max out your armor and make your Warlock a much more viable and survivable character in PvP. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. One last thing, I will be making another video that'll come out this afternoon. It's a bit of a test video. It was about kind of the reaction to a conversation we had on the podcast last night. So I'll be doing a little bit of testing to see what's going on with something that caused a little bit of controversy on the podcast last night. So stay tuned to the channel later today for that. I'll also be streaming a bit on Twitch, playing some Iron Banner with viewers. So if you'd like to join me on Twitch, I'll be doing that today. That's going to do it. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time.